What's going on? What's going on? Man got on his jersey. He ready?
Oh, but you know what time it is today? Yes,
Ready?
sir.
Throw the hoodie
Oh,
on. I ain't got the
hey,
ski mask today. You know what I'm saying?
this
Got
this is
my
the
new
reason why
ski
we.
mask.
This week is the reason why we created this show. This week, bro. This is the reason why. Like this show came about from this week, from us going back and forth, Georgia, Florida, Georgia, Florida, Georgia, Florida, and the last two games have been what 1-1.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Last two
One and
games been
one.
1-1. Y'all got off. You know what I mean? Hey,
We inspired y'all classic halftime speech. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
so yeah, bro. You already know what time it is, man. Then also, it's a lot going on in the football world, bro. Tom Brady looking bad.
Man, they looking real bad. So like that's where I wanted to start. I know we're gonna spend the majority of the day talking about what I'm saying, Florida
We got the
Georgia.
whole day to talk about that, man. We got the 3 o'clock show too, man. Y'all
Yeah,
make sure
man,
y'all tune in and watch the game with us, man. At least the first half, we're gonna check it out. Watch the game. We're gonna be live, talking trash, talking junk. Let people come in, jump in, watch the game with us and just kick it. But yeah, man, Tom and Giselle, bro. What's up? What you got?
man, I think this impacted Tom Brady a lot on the field. I think guys get into a like a rhythm. You get into like a your regular practice, get into a game, and I just think it's gonna be different because Tom ain't gonna look over into the spot and see Giselle and the kids. The pregame kiss. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was hated or not, like you ain't got that now. And I think when you get into that type of rhythm, and then you just lose, I think he's battling the stuff on the mental. It's messing up the play on the field, man.
Yeah, I know a lot of people's like, oh man, these pit players go through this all the time. It's a little bit different, bro, when you going through this in public. You know what I mean? This is all falling out in public. These are court records. You know what I mean? Everybody get to see everything. Everybody recording everything. And you got Antonio Brown out there posting your wife,
Oh man, that
your
man's
ex-wife.
nuts. That man's nuts. He is nuts. He's nuts. Yo,
Hey man, I'm gonna have to
he's
see, bro.
nuts.
If I'm Tom, bro, I have to see, bro. Like I gotta see you. You can't be talking about
Yeah,
my wife
man.
like that, man. Even my ex-wife now. She was still my wife at the time. Man, bro, posted pictures of them hugging during after the Super Bowl, and he putting his
That
head
boy,
on Tom Brady's body, or all kinds of crazy stuff.
that
Right?
man's a savage, boy. He's a savage. He's a savage. But
But
yeah,
then, so what you think about that Thursday night game? While we talking about Tom Brady,
who played Thursday?
they did go down to Lamar. They lost to Lamar Jackson.
Yes, I told you, man. It's just look, Brady, the Buccaneers, right, were built on defense and being able to move the ball. Like you didn't look at the offense to be explosive. You looked at them like you may have a couple of plays here or there, but we gonna hit you with the routes. You know what I'm saying? Running game, we're going to outman you. Uh, Mind you, they're dealing with some injuries on the offensive line. I think that's a big miss that a lot of people don't consider. Uh, but the biggest difference is Tom Brady, man. I mean, when you have a quarterback that's not hitting the wide receivers and not having good wide receivers has never been a problem for Tom Brady. Like he's played with bad
Uh,
receivers way
that-
more than he played with good receivers. So yeah, man, it's just bad. And Lamar is just Lamar. Like he gonna do his thing as long as you don't need him to I guess do it at the end in the fourth quarter,
but he
to
did though. He did though. He actually executed at the end of this game. I don't know what the Ravens were doing to start the game. Like they came out throwing the ball like they were, Drew Brees or somebody, man. And like they literally were throwing the ball. And I'm like, bro, why are the Ravens not running? And then I guess the second half they were like, the hell with that. Let's just go back to what we do best and just start
they gotta
smashing, boy.
man, they have to be balanced. Like the Ravens are best when you got to cover the whole field and when you got to drop people back and then Lamar has lanes. That's when they're the best. You can't put 10 in a box and be like, we're going to run in and do a play action to the. Come on, man. They already, like, get these
They know it's
receivers
coming.
more. You know what I'm saying? So,
And then he lost Andrews. To me, that was critical. You know, when you lost that Andrews, you know that's his security blanket. But that boy likely, he stepped in pretty big, man, and did his thing. So that was pretty cool.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey
Yeah.
Lamar, hey that man.
Hey, man, if I'm the Ravens, I'm going to pay him if I plan on opening up the offense. If you
Man,
just want to be a lineup and run the ball, you can get you a Jimmy G,
nah,
save 200.
Jimmy G ain't gonna do what Jimmy G ain't gonna do what Lamar do with that football
Well, I'm
line.
just saying, like, if you just want somebody to hand off the ball and make a few throws a game,
But that ain't what they want. They need him to be dynamic like that. He's part of the running game. Like that's what.
yeah, they gotta
No, he's a part of the running game.
They can get Ritter from the Falcons. There you go. Since they ain't using them, go ahead, get Ritter.
No, man, they don't. I think the Baltimore Ravens want to win games 18-10. You know what I mean? Something like that. They just
Hey
trying to
man,
win the
look,
game
Taylor
21-10.
Lamar get 80 picks and use one of them on Anthony Richardson next year.
Now, they might be a quarterback a little bit more suited for their style because he's a bigger quarterback, a little bit more of a bruiser type runner. I don't see them being wrong with that. He might fit Atlanta style, to be honest with you. I don't want no more Gator.
He's a play action quarterback. Like you need a quarterback that's going to run the play action and bomb. That's what he do. Now if you
His
wanted to,
decision making can be bad sometimes, though. So I'm
no, the
kind of
decision
over.
making not bad. It's I think it's being
I've
like
seen quite a few
we'll
pick
get into the
six.
Georgia Florida talk
Yeah,
later.
man.
I ain't
I've
gonna
seen quite a few pick sixes from the
I
boy
ain't gonna
Anthony
do it like
Richardson.
that.
I'm
Stop.
okay.
But yeah, man. But overall, man, I think the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? I think they are one of the better teams in the AFC. They're built. Their team is built for playoff football. Like
Yeah, when it get cold outside, that's when they, when
this
it get cold, you're gonna not want to tackle them guys like that, bro.
this
You're
is
not
about the
trying to
time of
tackle
the
them guys.
year. Right. This is about the time of the year where the Ravens usually go on a run. Team like Ravens, Green Bay, Buffalo, the teams that's like built for cold weather ball. This is when they start.
Can Green Bay do it? Green Bay got the horses.
I don't know, man. I
What you
don't
think about these old legacy quarterbacks struggling, bro? Like we just talked about Tom Brady, he's struggling. You see, Matt Ryan has been benched. Now I'm gonna talk
yeah.
about that a little bit later on. I'm gonna get into that because there was a lot of folk that told me, "Oh, Steve-O, you wrong. No,
No,
no, no. Matt Ryan just need this. Matt Ryan just need that. Matt Ryan need to sit his ass down and go home." And clearly, the Indianapolis folks believe that what I believe and what I've saw, they struggling because of him. It's like, bro, when you're old and you can't move like that, you're gonna make any offensive line look bad. All these
yeah.
defensive linemen nowadays are fast, bro. They running 4.4, 4.5. Even the big guys are running 4.7, 4.8. So guess what? You can't block. Nobody's gonna perfectly block all four defensive linemen every time. Not
Never.
gonna happen, bro. So guess what? Man, Ryan, you can't move, you're sitting duck. And they're gonna hit you every time. He's been
Never.
hitting like a record number of times between now and the first 7 games, bro. But last week he put up 400 yards on 48 passing attempts, 3 touchdowns. It was all good just a week ago. But the
I
NFL,
think
man,
Matt Ryan, these old guys, man, they by the time they on their side this year. Like I don't know what it is. Well, I this year they're all dealing with what what's not been the norm for like the last 10, 15 years. Like they're all dealing with it. You look at Matt Ryan, new team, different. Like your whole process of how you go through the game, where you going, your pregame meal, where you go to the deli before you get to the stadium. Like all that stuff kind of matters um, to these guys. So Matt Ryan, a new place, struggling. Uh, Brady, divorce, family thing, struggling, and injuries to key offensive weapons early on that will usually get him in rhythm.
And I think
Struggling.
Tom Brady. A lot of people didn't talk about this a lot, but Tom Brady's center retiring, like he's
Well,
26
he
years
got
old.
hurt. He got
Oh,
hurt.
he got hurt. Oh, that one got who retired? Then they had another offensive lineman that just retired, like out of the
Yeah,
blue.
yeah,
So he was just cussing out the offensive line like last week. And
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers don't have a. I don't think Aaron Rodgers has a wide receiver. He trusts you.
That's the big difference. He's been able to show up at the end of the day. I know I can throw me the ball to Devontae. At the end of the day, I don't care what's going on. Oh, he triple covered. I'm gonna throw him the ball. He ain't got that trust in nobody this year. They're not getting open like that. Like when you have Randall Cobb coming in getting meaningful snaps at this point in his career, that's not good for your offense. It's just not. Like Cobb is a great, is a Green Bay legend and all that, but come on, man. Like you in this game where these DBs 6'2", 210 running 4 threes and that
Cobb ain't
Randall
got a
Cobb is getting
chance,
it
bro.
done, man.
He catch the ball and don't go nowhere. You hear me?
No
He
yak.
don't have no yak.
No yak. Yak on zero. So I think we're seeing not only the veteran quarterbacks struggle, but they're struggling because they've been taken out of their repetition, their
But
norm, and
wait,
they're dealing
no,
with the
wait,
same thing.
wait, wait. Y'all told me Matt Ryan was going to a better offensive line. He was going
I
to
did.
a better
Yeah.
situation. Got a better running back. He has better weapons on the outside. They got a number one defense. Matt Ryan should be MVP caliber
I did.
quarterback. That's what I was told by you and all the rest of the Atlanta pundits, the Atlanta Colts fans out there in the world that told me, listen, man, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. But Matt
I,
Ryan, it's over with. It's done, Matt Ryan. It's over. It's done. Go home. Go home. Play with your kids. Go take them to school. Get familiar with the crosswalk person, the bus line monitor. You need to get real familiar with them. Go and get them autographs and tickets so you can pick them kids up. And you ain't gotta wait in line. They let you just drive on up to the front, let the boy jump in, and you go on about your business. That's what you finna do.
yeah,
That's
man.
your future. Tom Brady went and did that shit for 2 weeks and said, "I can't do this. I can't do
I
it."
look. I thought he was going to go to the Colts. The Colts are already a playoff caliber talent. He would be the difference maker. Just being able to distribute the ball 100% wrong. Like theirs was flashes, but I mean, you got two like also dealing with injury. You don't go to the Colts and then Jonathan Taylor, Naheem Hines both battling injury. Uh,
You
your
know why? Because
quarterback on
they
defense,
getting
Darius
overworked.
Leonard,
They getting
right? Darius,
overworked because they quarterback can't keep. They can't keep relying on their quarterback because he's trash. Matt Ryan led the league in turnover, and it wasn't even close. Like, bro, is at like 20. And hell, Mariota is the next person. So, I mean, what we saying?
yeah, man, these guys are struggling this year, man. And it might be time to go. Like Brady's not going to go out like this. He's coming back.
You
He's
think
going
so? I hope he come back.
he's coming back.
He gonna look
Um,
way worse. You imagine what he's gonna look like a year from now?
and they're gonna be good. Like they're gonna have to like
Brett Favre, he'll go to another team. Tampa will be like, bro, we got to move on, and he'll go to somewhere else. He'll be like a Brett Favre. I can see Brady having a hard time letting this thing go. Like
yeah,
for real.
yeah, especially with the family thing and all that. Like yeah, uh, yeah, I don't. Yeah, Raider. We don't want to Oakland, Vegas. Stay away from Tom Brady at the age of 48, please, please,
Oh
please.
man, listen, somebody don't take that chance on him, bro. You know that. Somebody
Yeah,
didn't give him a shot. It's Tom Brady.
it is, man. But I wouldn't. You can pay me to take a chance on Tom Brady next year. No way. Absolutely not. Unless you just need somebody. Unless you're like Tennessee and like, yo, we're gonna run the ball 60 times out of 80 times. We just need to throw the ball like 10.
I can see that him and Brady. Now, got one for you too. Russell Wilson out there stealing money. That's another poor old quarterback that's struggling. Russell Wilson, it might be time for you to go and take your ass home. I know they just gave him a new contract, but
Boy,
boy, he looked like he having off the field issues the way he playing.
hey man, That's another one, man. My boy robbed the bank. My man got that check. I'm like, yeah, all right. Sign
Let's
that
ride.
quick.
Let's
Let's
ride.
ride. You gonna ride? You
Got
gonna
that
go?
chicken. And then they say
Hey,
he going up and down the middle of the aisle, brother, while the
on high
team
knees.
playing doing high knee. Now,
When I
man,
heard
you
that,
don't sit your head down. I'm
I
trying to sleep.
automatically go to Shannon Crowder, man. He was like, man, he is a square.
That's what he said. And y'all see why Shannon Crowder came out and said all that.
Like,
Look at
look,
that man. Listen, bro. Listen, if I'm on that plane and we just got our ass with the way we did, and I'm trying to catch me some sleep, and your ass is going up and down the aisle doing high knees, I'm finna whoop shit at you. You hear me?
now, now I fly
Sit
Southwest.
down, man.
You know what I'm saying? I fly Southwest Airlines where I go. Usually I did Delta once or twice. You know what I'm saying? Them aisles ain't really that big. Like
But
I
they
don't
on
know
a
what it
private
look.
plane. They on a private
Yeah,
plane.
I don't know what
So
it
they
looks
got
like.
space. But at the same time, like Shannon Sharp said, man, I'm trying to get some sleep, man. Sit your ass, sit down. What's wrong with you, man? You jumping around doing high knees on the middle of the plane. Ain't you supposed to be
Right.
hurt?
Hey, sit down, dog.
Man,
Like,
what are we talking about, Russ? You just doing the most. Bro, do you know he has his own private office? He ain't got no locker. He has his own private office.
in the
Yeah.
locker room.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp came back and reported that he has his own private office. He does not have a locker like the rest of the guys. He has his own private office.
What kind of shit is that?
Brett Favre do it. Tom Brady do it too. When the quarterbacks don't want to, like they want their family and they people in there. They don't want to be all in the locker room dealing with the locker room hoopla. So as you get older and of age as
I
a
get it.
quarterback, you
Okay.
can, you know, saying, "Hey man, I don't want to deal with all that coach. I'm one of the guys, but I ain't one of the guys." Type
I
situation.
I get it. Like
Yeah.
I would hope that yes, when you have your family there, you know what I'm saying, you go there or like right before when you get
Oh,
into that
they done every
transition.
game. This is Sierra we talking about. You what game she can't go to?
I mean not camp, but yeah, I mean
What game she can't go to? She at every game, bro. What are we talking about? Yeah, bro. She
mm,
at every
I
game.
don't know how
They're in
so
their
I
own little office.
understand.
They got their own little locker room. Russ ain't out there with the guy.
I mean
And
I
now you doing
understand.
goddamn
Yeah.
high knees up and down up and down the plane
Right.
at
Do that when you get to your office,
midnight.
dog.
You do it
Yeah,
around your
man.
damn office. Don't be in the middle of the plane doing high knees. We trying to sleep or play cards and gamble, and you going up and down the aisle. That's right. That's right.
Right.
Going up and down.
I understand from an old head perspective. You know what I'm saying? I understand, but teammate, like I can't vibe with you before the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a camaraderie thing. Like, and you in the joint sitting back watching
Him and
TV.
Sierra and they're chilling. They 1-2 stepping,
I don't
warming up.
like that, man. I don't like it. I understand, but I don't like it.
That man don't want his family in there with all y'all brutes.
Right
You know what
now,
I
they need
mean?
to go ahead and lock that thing up. You need to sit your ass right here with everybody else the way you playing. Yeah,
They need to take that sign off the locker room.
hey man, for real, you need to be sitting right. You need to have all your receivers and your offensive line on one aisle, one bunch, and y'all need to be sitting, talking, hanging out. Like, don't be in no room like y'all ain't there yet. Like when you
You
was
can
with,
tell he don't have no chemistry. You like just like I can't say it, but you can tell there's no chemistry. Look at the wide
mm,
receiver, bro. They walk off the field, don't even be looking at runs. Or they be sitting there dog cussing them out, throwing their helmet down on the sideline. Oh, come on, man.
mm,
Oh, they,
he
yeah.
an old head in the league. Y'all be forgetting. Look, 34 in the league. You know that's old head. You know in real life, yeah. But yeah, man, I don't like that, man. Yeah, his relationship with them wide receivers ain't hitting like I don't care about
And then
when they went to Hawaii and they ran routes and played 7-on-7 and
they stayed with
I
him
don't
and
care
Sierra.
about none of that. It's when during the season when y'all are down, can you look to the left, right, look at your brother on the field and be like, let's do this.
That's right.
Yeah, man, that's nuts.
Man, listen,
I
man.
I never heard it. I never knew quarterbacks had like them vets guys had their own
Yeah,
like I
Brett
never
Favre
knew.
did that. I remember Brett Favre did that. Trey. They don't want to. I mean, but you got to think, bro. They're older, 30-year-old. They don't want to be in them no 21-year-old y'all in there hooping.
I mean, but what
I am
about
like,
what
I'm
about
with you.
other guys?
I'm with you. I'm not saying me personally. I would have been in there with them. Me personally,
I
I'm
mean, but
straight.
like I understand that, but like what about guys? You have linebackers that's 33, 34, especially old linemen who family be with them just as much.
Yeah,
I got to sit out here
but
with
you ain't the
no
quarterback.
sleep.
Yeah, yes, yeah, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You ain't the quarterback. You ain't getting that rule, bro. You ain't getting that
Please,
offense. You ain't
bro,
getting none of
please.
that. Yeah, no offensive lineman is getting it. Ain't no running back getting it. Ain't no DB linebacker. None of that. None of that. But the defense, the defensive guys want to hang together and stay together anyway. Like they're more tighter than the offensive
Right.
guys. Usually
Yeah, I know.
positions on the wide on the offensive side of the locker room, the positions are together. So you know how it go.
Yeah, he said right out of the league. My man went from Seattle to. I thought if you go back when I was talking about the Broncos' offensive line was respectable,
Well, I
but
thought they were too. But again, when you got an old quarterback back there, it make any offensive
and
line
he
look bad, bro.
and he looks like, and it's a lot of stuff isn't an offensive line. It's him running. Like it's been times where he's scrambled and the pocket is clean. The wide receiver sitting there like, yo,
Wide open. Yeah,
and he's
waving
just
their
like,
hands, bro. He's like, nope, I don't see you.
it's crazy that like the digression of you know what I'm saying
Shannon
the
Sharp said they
plays
need
from
to
a
test
year
it.
or two ago
He
to
might need
now.
to see in that dog. That's what Shannon Sharp said. He's so damn blind.
Yo, it got to be. And I told you, hey, at least my Raiders ain't the worst in the division. I told y'all the Broncos is gonna be the worst. I told you. I told you they was gonna be the worst. And
I had so many expectations for this AFC West. Yeah, damn if y'all
man,
they looking like the NFC South.
look, the NFC East, but
You can't even say that no more. They got all their
they
team
look
winning.
great. Yeah, I mean the Chiefs gonna be the Chiefs. Um, the Chargers injury, like they have injuries everywhere. I think they just what was it? They just got a quarterback that's out for like the season or something. Like
Really?
they 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 missing a lot of pieces, man. So I understand them.
We see the
Uh,
Chargers next week here in Atlanta. I'm going to that game. So
oh yeah, that'll be a good one to go to. My Raiders, we just can't finish. Like, look, we top three in red zone offense. We
I don't
top
know who
three.
coaching staff worse, y'all or Denver. Because Denver coaching staff ain't worth a damn. I
Well,
don't
the
know
crazy
what
part is
boy.
when you look at our numbers, you look at our numbers and you move the wins losses, you be like, oh man, this is a team maybe one or two losses, but we just have to finish. Like
Man,
we've had about three games that we've lost in like the last few seconds. So that's a growing thing. Like all right, we'll get there. The Broncos, it don't look like no hope. Like at least I got hope for my Raiders. Like, all right, I can see where we're going. We just need
they
a
need
little bit
to
of
fire his ass. He need to be fired. I'm not a professional. If anybody losing their job, everybody need their job. But that dude for the Broncos, that head coach, Dick, what's his name? Dick Fangio or whatever his name is. He got to go. You hear me? Bro, his situational football is trash. His timeouts are trash. Challenges are trash. Man, for real, I'm serious. Terrell Davis rolling over his grave right now. Think about how the boys out there playing. John Elway
rolling.
rolling over his damn grave right now, looking at the
Look,
boys out there
man,
playing,
John
man.
Elway should be ashamed of himself, man.
Shannon Sharp
Really,
drinking
really ashamed.
48 left and right. He drinking that looking like it's water over there watching them boys play.
It's bad, boy. But I told y'all the Broncos
And
weren't
they've
gonna
been
be
on
it
prime time TV 4 times,
all the
bro.
time
How the hell they keep getting prime time? They had 7 weeks of football. They've been on prime time TV four
because
times.
when that trade happened, in their minds it was like, oh, Russ with them wide receivers, the young group.
And Jerry Judy can't catch a cold out in a snowstorm. But I'm telling you, he ain't worth damn. He
I told
he just
y'all,
running routes, bro. I ain't catching nothing. He just
I
running
told y'all
routes.
when the trade happened. Now I was joking about Ritter, right? That's a place that I think he should go to, like there, Seattle, a place to where you have an older quarterback, somebody not established, and then you can come in because we already know the Falcons going for the big fish next year. You know
You
what I'm
got two
saying?
hundred million dollars. You better go for it.
If you can't beat Mariota, they're not trying to put you in the game.
I don't know why people clamoring to see Ritter. Anyway, I want to see Ritter once we have established that we are no longer playoff eligible. Because I don't want to put this kid in there and he go in there and be worse than Mariota. He can't come back from that. Once you put him in there and he's trash and he trashes out, he's done.
I mean, you
You
can't
can't.
say that because
Well,
Peyton
who? Mr.
Manning,
Michigan?
Peyton Manning
They
first year,
stuck.
he
They
was.
stuck with him though. I'm just saying they stuck with Peyton.
Oh
They
yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay.
You got to
They
stick with
stuck
him
with
though.
you the whole time. So you gonna let Ritter trash out now and then go sign a big fish or like Lamar? What is that gonna do for Ritter confidence? You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
nah, don't put him in now. If you put him in now, you got to ride with him for the rest of the season. Clearly, he's not been no better than Mariota, throwing ass. So
yeah, man. So look, man. Look, we about halfway through, man. You know why we here? If you can't tell, you know what I'm saying? The hoodies, like it's real deal hate this week. I done probably got flagged on Twitter a couple times due to
I
my
see you,
take.
man. Why is you?
I
For
apologize.
one, I
That is
really
not
feel disrespect. I ain't gonna tell you no
that
lie.
is not
I feel
representation of me as a person.
no, no,
That's not me
no.
a representation, you know what I'm saying, of my family ideals. But boy, I had to get it out.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. It's the world's largest cocktail party week, and you have been sitting here going back and forth with these Miami fans. Like you ain't got a game this week with Georgia. I really feel disrespect. I feel like you've
I had to
been going
respond.
at Miami. You ain't even thinking about Georgia. Like you
I
just
did.
Georgia is
Oh,
an afterthought to you.
I can't.
You've been going at Miami fans so hard these last week. I'm like, bro, you know we got a game this week. You know we playing in Jacksonville this week.
Hey
Every
man,
tweet I see you going at Ruiz. You tweeting Ruiz personally.
no, I didn't tweet Ruiz
You ain't him.
personally.
Yes, you did. Yes, you
No, I
did.
didn't.
You did
I
at that
didn't.
man.
Look,
Listen, you know
I
that man a
know what.
millionaire. You better leave that man alone.
No, I oh no, I shared some stuff and was like, I joked about him going back and forth with people, but no, I ain't at no because I already know what it is with him, man. Like, and he said it. He was like, y'all gonna learn to stop going back and forth with me. But you know that whole Cormani thing, man. Shout out to him. They hit the lottery. Shout out to Miami. Then they're getting Cormani. There's a lot of stuff that happened
Wait a
behind the
minute. It said the
scenes.
world's largest outside cocktail party. Did I leave that part?
Yeah, the world largest outdoor cocktail party. Yeah, shout out to Miami and getting Cormani. I think they're going to get Rick's too. Uh,
Ooh. It don't matter.
yeah,
They can get all these people. They can get everybody they damn want to, but as long
yeah,
as they lose in the Middle Tennessee State, we don't
yeah.
give
I
a
mean,
damn.
at the end of the day, we at
Miami has been such
no
a disappointment. Y'all lost to Duke and Middle Tennessee State.
if
It got to be the
anybody
worst season in Miami football.
if anybody came and said that they didn't expect Miami to recruit on a high level is nuts. Like Mario, he recruits like top five, top 10 classes. It's probably going to be like that way at Miami until he leaves. The problem is he ain't going to win like that. So you going to recruit great, but year one and two, he's
It'll
going to
end
have the
up being
excuse
be
of
like
the
Texas
bill.
A&M. It'll be just like Texas A&M. All them down high level recruits gonna hit the transfer portal. Just like them boys finna do next week with Jumbo.
It's when you look at it, man, you can handle this recruiting stuff in two ways. You can play the game, play the money game, NIL game. We're gonna pay. We got the money, pay it, get it done, get them in. Or you're gonna have the Florida type way of we got the money. We're gonna pay some, but we want you to be care for us. Like we ain't gonna give you a check to where you just here to get a check. Like you here for the program. And I think that's what Georgia does. That's what Bama does. That's how you build. You know what I'm saying? Stability.
Cause you want that one time check, or you want to come over here and go to the NFL and get the real money. Like what you want to do? Cause that's what Kirby want to know. If you want a one
Right. And I
time
mean,
payment, cool, go
and
get you one.
because all these schools have been throwing money around, and even with NIL, they're still throwing money around. But the difference is, are you getting kids committed to you for the right reasons? And when you do, that's how you build stability in your program. That's how you do that. When you don't, that's how you turn it to Texas A&M. And Miami right now is going to be seen. Like I don't know if these kids going there strictly for the check or they
Miami
going there.
losing, they losing the Middle Tennessee State. You know damn well they going there for the check. Ain't nobody going down there to lose the Middle
I
Tennessee
mean,
State
but
by
you
30.
have
You got
when you
blown out by Duke.
if I'm a recruit and I'm on the top recruits, top 100, top 200, and they come in there, they're gonna sell you the dream anyway because they can
I'm gonna go
recruit.
down there and
But
get
then
me a
they say,
car,
hey man, we're
get a
gonna
nice
give you
car.
your NIL deal, worth 3-4 million. Cool. Hey, you see how bad we playing against Middle Tennessee Duke? You gonna come in? You can start right away.
You're
And
right.
when you
It ain't much on the team right now. So yeah,
but
come
when
on in
that
here and get
doesn't,
your check.
but when that don't happen, or what I'm saying, it don't happen the way they sold it, you start getting Texas A&M. So you writing these checks and making these promises, you got to cash out. Like So when you make those promises, that's how you have these issues versus a Georgia or Bama who bring in 5 stars and they sit for 2 or 3 years because they know what's coming on the tail end. So it's going to be interesting to see how Miami holds up the next 2 or 3 years with this process of how they're doing it. Well, we see him in 2024. First play, 80 Mizell over Cormani for a touchdown.
Yes.
I'm calling. But yeah, man, back to this Georgia Florida week, man. I gave y'all attention. I made some posts, you know what I'm saying? UGA fans weren't really biting like that. They was kind of like the last week or two, they've been heavy on Twitter. But this week, you know what I'm saying? It's been kind of chill.
I just don't want my boys to overlook y'all, but we know what's coming next week. It is a storm coming. It's gonna be at Athens, Georgia. Tennessee, the offense of Tennessee, the
And
defense of Georgia. It's gonna be
you
good.
saw how we like you see how we played against them, and we only lost by 5 points. In their stadium. They're beatable, dog. Like you just gotta. And we got players, but our defense is historically bad this year. If we lost by 5 points, come on, man.
They beat Bama in overtime. So I
We beat
mean,
Bama all the time. It's very. I don't see Tennessee beating UGA, unless
it's in Athens, man. So we'll see. You know what I mean? It's in
yeah.
Athens. Should be
But
fun. But
yeah, man.
as far as
Yeah,
this
y'all,
game
I
today,
hope y'all overlook us today, man. I hope y'all sit back and
oh, he said they only lost by 5. Y'all only lost by 5 because they didn't have their main receiver.
I don't care who they had. Their offense is built to do what they do. And that game that the dude had, he still went off. What are you talking about? The dude that played against us still went yeah. Well, no, he didn't. It was the next game. But either way, we got our DBs and our problem. We still would have been smacking across the head. Uh, we don't need no because Miami played them this year. They put up 100 on you. Um, but yeah, man, Georgia, Florida.
If we don't win by 20 today, I'd be disappointed.
Look, man, I got faith my boys gonna win.
What?
I got faith. Why not? Why not? What do we got to lose?
Y'all have called us slipping before. It won't be the first time. This is Brendan Cox gonna play as hard as he ever played today.
Boy, I hope you
I
play.
still might have time to get me a tweet in to him. He might still have his phone right
Look,
now. They
man,
probably ain't got that yet. Let me see if I can get it. Real.
Stetson, ain't he a little banged up? You know what I'm saying? If we close out them rushing lanes, you know what I'm saying? If we
We got
don't
a
get
bye
too
week.
far field, we good.
We got a bye week. I think we'll be good, man. I think the key for Georgia today is getting our wide receivers healthy, getting our wide receivers back finally. I hope AD Mitchell is finally back in health. Arian Smith, the 4.25 guy, hope he finally right. He
Yeah,
ain't
we
played
good.
yet.
We
So we'll
good.
see, man. Brock Bauer, feed
That's
Brock,
it.
feed
That's
Brock, feed
the
Darnell,
matchup.
and we'll
The
win. Feed
it's,
Brock and
it's
feed Darnell.
it's 3 plays that scare me when playing UGA. It's the tunnel screen where they have Darnell Washington, Brock Bowers, and the tackle peel out and bringing that the little quick dude underneath. That play is gonna happen. I just hope that our linebackers don't bite and they're there. Because
Man,
if it's not there, it's a touchdown. Brock Bowers on a wheel route from the slot or the tight end position to take that thing up. That one and that end around by Brock Bowers in the red zone. Those three
oh yeah, you
plays,
can't stop.
those three plays. It,
Oh no, man. Y'all got some players on defense that kind of,
we
Big
do,
21.
man.
Big 21. Big 21, bro. He a monster. He like Jordan Davis. He ain't Jordan Davis yet, but he has some potential to be like Jordan Davis.
He ain't got that explosiveness quite yet, but he getting there, man. Like you can see it. It's coming. It's just like keep going, keep working.
And he a
This
big
off
guy. His
season,
jersey. Any player that jersey don't fit them, I like. You know
hey
what I
man,
mean?
if he keep working now and through the off season, and he get down to like 385,
What the hell
oh
is what he weigh now?
that boy, he got dropped down from like 435, 440 to like I think he like 400 now, 390, 405. Yeah, he lost a lot, but he's in
He
shape. Like
lost a lot.
yeah,
Shit, where it go?
Hey man, that's a big boy, dog. He like 6'6", 4", like he a big dude. But he working, man. He working. He's working. He being rewarded for his work. So,
That's what's up, man.
but the
It's
matchup,
all good.
the matchup, man. Forget that. The matchup I want to see: Jalen Carter versus Osiris Torrance. I mean, Osiris. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Osiris Torrance. I'm tripping.
If Jalen plays today, he's still coming back from that injury. The boy went high low on today. He kind of
He
messed up
better
his
play today.
MCL. I
He
don't
better.
know. He might not. He ain't been played the last 2 weeks. So he ain't played the last 3 weeks. He went out versus Missouri. He hasn't played since. So that's one reason why Georgia's look kind of like struggling a little bit on defense. We missing our dog. We're like the dog. We're missing him. He
I
hasn't
didn't,
played in 3 weeks.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he might not play today. He might play a slight chance, but you got to go out there and test it out. But yeah,
Ooh.
he ain't risking no money, so we're not playing him unless he,
Very true.
got
Very
to.
true.
So nah, it ain't no risk. But we got some. That boy Bear Alexander done came into his
We're not
own these last few
we're
weeks.
not saying Osiris or Ethan.
I don't
He ain't
know.
saying one of them
Got
because
some big guys though. I'm
Ethan held
telling
his
you.
own. Ethan held his own against last year class against Walker and Davis. So we ain't worried about them. We got our middle line
You
is
know
straight.
what? Jordan Davis was out of shape this game. When this game came last year, his ass was out of shape, and you can tell. Like
Yeah,
y'all was able to.
he
He
ain't
ain't
getting
do
a chance
nothing.
to the championship game, right?
Yep. Until that week they got exposed prior to that. Them 2 weeks that boy went in the lab. So I hope they took that type of 2 week mentality last week with this bye week we had, and now we get there and we ready to roll. But bro, we don't beat out this. You talking about ruining my goddamn Saturday? Everything shut down. Ain't no trunk or treats, ain't nothing else. You wanna ruin my
And you
ruin
go out of
you
there.
wanna ruin my marriage today. You lose the game, Georgia. I'm gonna have a problem in this house. I promise. We supposed to go
Hey,
to a
look,
party. Supposed to go to a party tonight. You lose the game. Steve ain't going
them boys is
nowhere. You hear me? Ain't
them
going
boys is them boys is focused, man. Like I say, Brock Bowers, that the tight end group against Georgia is dangerous. You got to play almost perfect defense. Run game, we can stop. Like we got the bodies to
Oh, we
stop.
don't got we don't got back to that old Georgia the last 3 games. I
That's
don't
fine
know.
because we beating old Georgia, so that's fine. We can get
Oh,
when y'all run
yeah.
the ball, we can do that.
Tim
It's when
Tebow, we
y'all
ain't talking about that old. Tim Tebow gone. He
we
gone.
talking. That's fine. We got a faster Tim Tebow with a better arm.
I can't tell the way he be skipping them damn passes and then like he playing cricket.
Hey, now I didn't say his touch, but his arm. He going he put a dent in the field. He throw it on them. But my keys to success for Florida: Anthony Richardson plays loose. I don't need him to do any one
The
thing
coaching staff
perfect.
ain't gonna do that. They gonna be too worried, bro. They gonna call a
No,
conservative game, bro. What?
no, they're not. They're not. That's already
All
he's
right.
already put that like he feels better than he felt at any point in the season, which is what you want for this game. My thing is, will the receivers create separation type thing on the defense? Because UGA's defense last year, excuse me, that defensive front was so good that your DBs could just sit up every play, and they good enough to run with anybody. So I don't see us running past people
Oh, we got
unless
elite safeties, and we got elite safeties back
yeah. So
there. And
I
one of them was really, one of them was a freshman. Y'all gonna have to deal with him for years to come.
yeah, was it Malachi Starks, right?
Yep. Oh man, bro, playing like goddamn Superman back there with
Yeah,
some
man. I'm
catches.
jealous. I'm jealous of the safety play.
Yeah, man. So and then Chris Smith is like one of the top in the nation. Supposed to be a
Yeah.
first round pick too. So I don't know, man. Kirby putting out these first round pick. You want to be a first round pick and you play safety or DB. Come on. So,
Look, man. I put it like this. Uh,
Florida too. Florida got DB. Y'all got
Florida,
Elam. Y'all got
Florida,
Elam in the league.
if we don't have Trey Dean on the field often,
Oh no, he needs to stay
we'll
on
be
the field as much as
successful.
possible. I need Trey Dean on the field
If Trey Dean is on the field
every
more than
defensive snap.
half of the snaps of the game, we will lose.
You know,
Unfortunately,
really
that
love
is
that
the
man for
case.
some reason, bro.
I don't know what it is. Like I don't. It has to be like for me sitting back right on the foot. I'm thinking as a football coach. excuse me, you go through practice, right? So you have practice, meetings, um, with the defense, you have meetings with the DBs, meetings with the safeties, right? Within all of that, there has to be a vast contrast of experience and knowledge that trading has over Kamari Wilson,
I'm sure.
Collier, you know what I'm saying, McMillan. There has to be a vast contrast of knowledge to where he just know, like when you put it on the board, he's like, here, I go here, da 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 da. Like he's getting all the answers right. He's in practice getting all the answers right. And that's the only reason that he's in the game as much. That has to be the only thing. Because when it comes to the actual game down the field, and don't get me wrong, everything ain't his
He
fault.
made some plays, bro. He done made some
He's
plays.
made mm, he's it's the play, it's what he's doing wrong that's so alarming. Like when you're in the slot, you're in the safety in the cover three, and you let the slot man run right behind you. I don't care what you got. If you a safety, you still got a bail to a certain extent. You may not be the deep middle
I
safety,
don't know
but
what this defensive assignment was in that place, so I can't say that.
it was the one to cover three. He doesn't do the he doesn't do the things that should be natural. He doesn't do that stuff right. So when you don't do the little things right, it makes it look big. So then when the big thing happens, people go back and be like, well, dang, he ain't dropped back. He ain't. So he's missing this tackle. So I figure if we're gonna suffer with safety play, I'd rather suffer with a freshman and let him learn and get them snaps under his belt than suffer with a fifth year senior.
Well, he's loyal to the senior who's been there bleeding and crying for the program. So leave the senior in there.
No, get him out of there, man.
So
But yeah,
Stetson
man. So,
keep
but
his
Kamari
ass
Wilson, I
up.
do expect him to play a lot. We're missing Devin Moore, who is a big time corner for us, man. He's a freshman too. The dude is special, man. Like God, not having him in there is like hurts. But I mean, I like our defensive back group. I like our linebacker group. I think I like our offensive side. We can run the ball. If we get them run the
You
ball,
ain't told me shit you don't like.
I don't like our interior D line for the pass rush, and that might be good against Stetson. Like
All right.
a pass rush that don't get too far upfield might
All
be
right.
good to keep him in the pocket.
Bring Cox gonna try to get there every chance. So you need to start. He ain't playing no
Oh
running
no,
assignment.
he is,
There's
but he
no
I mean
running assignment that is gonna be played by him. He's going straight for the quarterback every time.
yeah.
He ain't playing no gaps. He ain't playing no edges. He ain't setting no edges. He's going for the quarterback every time today. So you just gonna take advantage of that. We're gonna run right at number one. We're gonna run right at number one every play. Watch what I tell you. This your final year too, Brent? Oh yeah, we owe you one.
Well,
We owe
technically, he
you one.
got one more.
You got one
He a
more?
junior,
Oh,
so
that
he
COVID
ready.
year don't count.
Yeah,
So you
he,
got
he,
Ohio State, number 2 in the nation today, versus Penn State, number 13. Ohio State is at Penn State today. What you think about
Ohio State is about to embarrass Penn State. It's about to be bad. That might be one game you sit back and be like, hey, they put up 58 on them boys.
it? Ooh, 58.
Hey man, look, that defense is good tackling, but their coverage
They are
ain't the
missing. They
best.
are missing. Ohio State is missing some key wide receivers today. I will say
Who?
that. What's his? Oh, I can't even pronounce his name. I ain't
Oh,
gonna start.
Jigba?
They missing him, and I think the other kids. The top two wide receivers may be out today.
No, then it might be a little different then.
I
CJ
still think
Stroud.
Ohio State win by 40 points. Or 30
Yeah,
points.
I think,
I'm just want to put that out there.
yeah, even if they start slow, I think it's gonna be it's gonna be what people think UJ is gonna do to Florida. That's what Ohio State's gonna do to Penn State. Florida gonna be in the game, and we might surprise some folks. Anthony Richardson might have a game of games.
Okay. I hear you. Oklahoma State at Kansas State.
Oklahoma State, man.
I agree. Let's see what else we got today that's kind of interesting. Notre Dame at Syracuse. I
We'll take
take
Syracuse.
Syracuse.
I'll look
You
for
got number
Syracuse.
19 Kentucky at number 3 Tennessee. Can,
Mm.
can Kentucky
Mm.
pull off an upset?
No, no,
Not even close.
not even, not even. Nobody plays these other schools like we play them, so it ain't happening.
Michigan State at Michigan. Do you think Michigan State can pull off the upset?
Nah, man, they look kind of. I'm
Yeah,
surprised.
Mel Tucker. Mel Tucker been kind of disappointed. He need to come on home.
I'm
I think
surprised.
he went. It's too cold up there for Mel Tucker. You know we don't do good.
It wasn't too cold last year.
Uh, and I mean, even a broke clock, right? Twice a day.
Hey,
Just
yeah,
saying.
this year I don't know what them boys. Mm. But shout out to Bogo over there. You know what I'm saying? Former Gator.
You got Mississippi, the
Ole
Ole
Miss,
Miss at Texas
TCU, right?
A&M.
Oh, A&M. Hey, man, go ahead, smack them boys up this
Well,
week
I'm telling you,
and get them ready for next week because I'm going to that game.
going to what game?
Florida versus A&M, man. It's just a little 2.5 hour drive, man.
Stop. You going for real?
Yeah, I'm taking the princess, man. We're gonna go to the
Oh, that's
game,
what's
man.
up.
I got to see some Florida football this year, man. And them boys came to A&M, and thankfully A&M was playing terrible, so we might go in there with a win. And it's at 11. Well, it's noon, but for us it's 11 a.m. So get out
That's a
there.
perfect
You
game.
know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Get some breakfast. Get on the road.
Oh,
Get to the
what's up?
game. Be out of there by 3 o'clock.
What's up? So next week we're gonna do the show on Friday.
Yeah, I was gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? With the jump. Yeah, we can do it Friday.
I mean, if you think, you know, whatever we want to do, bro, we'll work it out.
You
But
know it.
I think that was it about NCAA games today. That was kind of interesting. I don't really see any other matchups that were, you know what I'm saying, really, really good. So we'll take a quick commercial break and then we'll come back and do these NFL picks for this week.
Look, can't forget prime time on game day, man.
Man, we're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna finish it up with prime time. Talk about prime time on game day today.
All right. Boom. So we back. We back. Uh,
So let's see.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. Before we go to NFL, Jackson State college game day. We got to talk about it. Lord have
Bro,
mercy.
huge, bro. I've been watching this morning, man. They've had the alphas and the kappas on here, man. Folks on here doing, uh, you know, they stepping. They got the lines out here going, bro.
The
It's
bands is out
beautiful,
there.
man. It's the bands, bro. You got
I love it.
seeing beautiful black people all in the crowd. You know what I mean? Holding up their signs, man. Dion, man. Dion the goat, man. Dion the goat. That's all
He
you can
did it.
really say about that, bro. Dion is the goat.
He. When I look at it, man, it happened a lot faster than I could even perceive it to happen. But he did it, man. And this is gonna take it to our take it or leave it question. Uh, is Dion? Is it time for him to move forward, man? So we about to do it.
It's time for Take It or Leave It with KB and Steve O.
Hey, man, he's done it. SWAC championship. They're probably going. He's undefeated, ranked top 5 in all FBS. I'm talking about North Dakota's, the all of the schools that's D1 FBS. They talking about Shador for potentially Heisman attention. They got the NILs,
They need to stop
recruiting.
that shit. And they need
I
to
mean,
stop
but
that.
his numbers he's putting up is
I got, yeah, numbers, mumbles. Man, listen, the competition matters. I'm sorry. Competition matters, my boy.
yeah.
We cannot do that.
So take it or leave it, man. Dion prime time. It's some school openings, man. It's some NFL some NCAA vacancies. Y'all looking at
I don't want Prime to leave. But I mean, inevitably, he's going to leave. He's going to leave. I mean, I'm just being honest. But when he
Yes,
leaves,
he will.
who steps in and continues doing what Jackson State's done? So far. I hope someone steps in that has the same cachet. Somebody that has. I mean, it's not going to be another prime time. It never will be. But I hope you get somebody that has that type of, aura around them that can continue to push the needle and continue to push the envelope and continue to move the needle. Sorry, and kind of keep the ball rolling per se of what they've already started.
Yeah.
Who could that type of person be? Maybe an Ed Reedish. You know what I mean? He's on Miami staff, kind of learning, getting the tricks of the trade, the coach. You're gonna have to have an excellent staff around him. But I think that's when you go get some of those NFL guys like Dion. Have what's the former Viking head coach?
Yeah.
Mike Zimmer. He's a defensive coordinator. Like you got to be able to bring some
Some
reputable
good.
names, bro. You got to bring some names. These kids know that they're going to get trained and have exposure to some of the NFL guys. So I just hope they're able to bring somebody in after Dion does leave. Yes, I'm gonna take it. Dion is going to leave. Now, would I love him to just go to the NFL? Yes, but is he ready for the NFL? I'm probably gonna say no. I would probably see him as somebody Power Five. I pray it's not Auburn. I pray it's not Auburn. But Auburn is an Under Armour school.
Yeah, that's
So I think there's a connection there that nobody's really talking
and
about.
it's in the South.
And it's
Prime.
right here in the South. He don't like Nick Saban. He's going to get a chance to go right against Saban. You get a chance to go put your gloves on and go right against the best of the best. You're going to be battling Kirby in the SEC. Auburn has all the resources I think that he would need to be successful. Cam Newton is very popular amongst the young kids. He's 7-on-7. There's a pipeline there that you're going to create. So, yeah, I think Deion eventually, yeah, he will move, man. I just hope it's not Auburn or Georgia Tech. I don't want him at Georgia Tech either.
So the openings you got Nebraska, you have
But take that.
Wisconsin, you have
No. Ain't
Arizona
none,
State,
ain't none of them schools got no Deion loud playing to them. Though. You got to take it.
Georgia Tech, Colorado,
See Georgia Tech. I can see Georgia Tech.
and if Auburn make that move, man,
I
I
can see
think they
Georgia
would.
Tech. I can see Auburn. I can see a school.
Ooh, that Auburn. Ooh, that would that
Now,
would hurt. That's
if
Auburn.
now let me throw this to you. If FSU gets out of the Mike Norvell business and offers Deion a blank check, you talk about dangerous. You talk about something Florida and Miami do not want to see happen. Is Deion Sanders at Florida State?
No,
That is something you do not want for the state of Florida. I don't want it for the South Georgia area or Georgia region myself. But if I'm Florida State, and if there's any chance I can get Deion, I am getting rid of Mike Norvell ass, and I'm flying Prime and the whole family. Shador, you come on, you start.
oh man,
I'm flying everybody in, transferring them over. I'm
I
gonna give
don't.
Deion a blank check and say, "Hey, brother, you know you the next AD after you finish being the head coach. So whatever you want to do, Prime, how you want to do? You want
I
cash?
think
You want check? You want direct deposit? You want me to bring a Brinks truck in here, Prime? How you want that money?
I don't think it's going. I would hate it. One, I would hate it as a Gator. You damn right. Prime and Florida State, no good for nobody. No good for nobody. But I think um, the Pride, Prime, Travis Hunter. I think the faculty, the AD and all that, how Florida State did it wasn't probably the best. How they handled Travis Hunter situation wasn't the best. How they handled Dion recruiting Travis Hunter was
Baby,
absolutely terrible. Like for him to go back there,
baby, if somebody wrong, and no, I don't care what business, I don't care what, even in the streets, if somebody wrongs you, you can pay off the back. You can.
the check
Denzel
that
was, Denzel was trying to pay off the Russians for killing one of their children in training day and just couldn't get the money to them guys. There's a price for everything, my brother. That's what I say that to say.
if
There's a price
Dion
at
was to
Dion
go,
head. that
Dion would have
Florida
to
State
be.
can pay him to
He would
say,
have to come
okay,
in as top two, top three paid coaches.
guess what?
But I don't know if because some people are still in the building. So you would expect his son to follow him. You would
Oh,
expect
them people gonna go. Them people got to go. The AD, as long as him and the AD cool, everybody else got to go. Dion's not answering to nobody else but the
but
AD.
it's the boosters. Like you know how this P5 goes, especially
I'm
out of
with
Florida
you.
State.
I'm with you.
I
But
don't I don't I don't see it happening at
winning
Florida State.
cures everything.
I don't see it happening at Florida State. But if it did, like if it was like a what if situation,
Them
yeah,
folks,
Florida State by far would be the most. It was the most dangerous when he started coaching in the first place. Everybody was like, "Yo, if he go to Florida State,
and they were so stupid, and then you want to get a man a job. Oh, so stupid. That's what they going through. What they going through now. They ain't gonna never
yeah."
get right till they do right by Dion.
And I don't know that that will happen in the near future. I'm
Like that
thinking
Whoopi,
Dion
like that
leaves.
Whoopi Goldberg. Coach. You ever seen that Whoopi Goldberg meme? She be sitting there like, "Do you do right by us?" Yeah, that's it.
It's
That's
like the Falcons of it. But
oh hell no, he in the ring of honor. Don't you do that?
but no, I don't see him leaving to Florida State. I do see him leaving. I think he may even leave next year. Uh,
I don't see
especially
him leaving this year. I think next year.
especially if he wins a SWAC again. But if he gets to Auburn, I didn't
I
even think
think
about it
I
because
think
Under Armour,
he want to whoop Eddie Robinson ass one more time.
the Under Armour thing, he can bring them in for a free game.
They ain't gonna take that. They ain't even gonna
But
take that.
if he gets there, it's still gonna be a problem for Bama, Florida, Georgia, for that the recruiting because the pipeline that Auburn has in Georgia. See, people don't the pipeline that he got to
South
Georgia
Georgia,
is
Middle Georgia, West Georgia, South Georgia, yeah, that's all Auburn territory. Those guys don't mess with the red and black like that down in South Georgia, Southwest Georgia, Southeast Georgia. They ain't really Georgia fans like that. A lot of
yeah,
them are scoring from Georgia and Mark Rick and his dumb recruiting and not going down to South Georgia, not wanting to give those kids a chance. Kids that Mark Rick did give a chance down there in South Georgia didn't turn out to be anything. The only number one overall recruit ever in the nation to not get drafted, South Georgia, Mark Rick, Trent Richard, I can't remember his last name, Trent something. He was defensive tackle. He was there his last year was Kirby's first year. He went to the NFL and didn't do that. The only number one overall recruit ever to ever have that happen.
that's tough.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, South Georgia, University of Georgia, they ain't really got no love. You know, there ain't no love like that.
Yeah, but Dion hitting the portal, and yeah, man, he gone, and that's gonna be that. Auburn might be the move, and I would hate it for everybody else who ain't an
I
Auburn
hope.
fan. Boy,
But he need to go somewhere in Texas. I can see him at TCU. You know,
TCU
he a Texas
they
type
good.
guy. Baylor, you know what I mean? SMU, they finna get all them sanctions, I think, turned off. I think they have a bunch of sanctions that was
No,
there.
Baylor got Aranda.
Oh yeah, they did just get it.
SMU just got the guy from Miami, the OC. He's doing great. SMU's doing good. Um, Texas doing good.
What's a
A&M.
team like Notre Dame? Because they all they did was promote. Oh boy, they didn't really hire nobody. They just
Oh no,
gave
they
him.
didn't get rid of. They didn't get it for. They hired Freeman.
They
They
ain't
will get a
hired
lot of
Freeman. Freeman was already on the staff.
Prime got to go somewhere where he can be prime.
He can do that at Notre Dame. And they got an unlimited checkbook.
Nah, they ain't getting rid of Freeman to get prime. That ain't happening. That ain't happening.
Too much color.
Yeah. So man, look, man, we ain't got much time, but we can run down these NFL picks if you want.
Yeah, man, let's ride them out real quick, man.
You
Let's
know what
get
I'm
these
saying?
NFL picks jumping. Let me see. Change that banner flag, okay? Let's get the NFL. Get the paperwork out. All right, man. First game of the week, man. Well, let's go back real quick. You know I got all these, man. I keep all these papers, man. So I got every pick that we done had, bro. All the picks, we got them. All y'all can see papers.
Yeah, okay. Green screen. Green screen.
Denver Broncos at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who you got?
I got the Jags. Let's ride.
Man, you don't think them high knees on the plane gonna help?
No, they playing it, and they playing in London too, right?
Yep, 9:30.
They
That boy was doing high knees all goddamn day.
over the Atlantic. Nah, boy.
I'm going. Hey, I'm going with you, bro. I'm going with Jacksonville today, man. Toe taking Jacksonville. Carolina at Atlanta for first place. Wait, baby, the first place Atlanta Falcons. Don't call Steve no psychic now. Y'all told me I was crazy this whole season when I told y'all to watch out for them Falcons. Y'all rebuilding, y'all da. We in first place right now. I don't care if it is because of Giselle. We in first place.
Yeah, are. I'm going with the Falcons. Um, yeah, I'm going with the Falcons.
Hey, now, okay, all right, we on the same page.
Hey, man. You know what I'm saying?
Chicago at Dallas. I want Fields to win, but I know he ain't.
Yeah, man. I got the Cowboys, man.
Yeah.
Bills ain't. he need lightning to strike and everything happen. Ain't nothing happening in that dome.
Miami's at Detroit.
I'm gonna go with Miami.
Yeah, can't nobody guard to. I mean, Cheatham, man. Who gonna stop Cheatham? Or Walker?
Yeah, I don't see it.
You got Arizona at Minnesota.
I got
I'm going with the
Arizona
Vikings.
winning this one because Justin
Ooh,
Jefferson. No, Justin Jefferson's fine. It's the other boy that's hurt.
Yeah, I'm going with Minnesota on this one. Kyler Murray, I think he's been playing Fortnite. You know that new Call of Duty came out yesterday. Kyler Murray might have been up all night playing the game. I'm telling you, that's what he's doing.
Playbook.
He ain't looking at that playbook. He just flipping through it, making sure the screen don't go black.
Right.
Got the Vegas Raiders. You got Las Vegas at New Orleans.
Man, take my Raiders.
I'm going with you.
Hey, man, the Saints missing everybody. So
I don't pick the Saints to win. I don't give a damn what the circumstances is. I'm never picking the Saints to win. You can quote me on that one. You will never have me pick the Saints. I don't give a damn who they play. The New England Patriots at the New York Jets. I'm going with the Jets, baby.
Jets. Yes,
Jets been looking good, bro. Wow. That
they
boy
finally
Sauce.
playing how they look on paper, man.
Every time I get a chance, I got to apologize to Sauce because I was real disrespectful at the beginning of the season and then, in the off season. Because I didn't think Sauce was that guy. Especially not to get drafted that high. He come out with the big chains on. Bro, backing it up. So Sauce, you playing, boy, you doing your thing. Might be defensive rookie of the year so far. Let's be honest with him. We're balling.
Yeah. He been locked down.
You got Pittsburgh at Philadelphia, the Eagles.
Eagles going for another week, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose to somebody, but it ain't gonna be a Steelers.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna. Nah, yeah, no, just no. Leave it at that. The Tennessee Titans at the Houston Texans.
I got the Titans.
I'm gonna roll with the Titans on that one as well. I don't think Houston. I think Houston going for that number one pick.
Yeah.
You got the Washington Commanders at the Indianapolis Colts.
With Ellinger starting for the Colts and running backs out and their quarterback of the defense out, I'm going with the Commanders. They can't mess this up.
All right. I'm going with the Commanders as well, but only reason why because I like Heineken. I actually like Tyler Heineken. I think he played good. I think he should have been the quarterback this whole time. I don't even think they should have brought in Wentz. I think they should have just rolled with Heineken after he played that well in the playoffs against Tom Brady a few years ago. The guy should have been your quarterback, man.
He should have. Y'all gonna miss it. He gonna go somewhere and play.
It's Washington. I mean, what we expect. San Francisco 49ers at the Los Angeles Rams.
Man, I got 49ers, but Debo's out. So I picked 49ers. Hopefully Christian McCaffrey being there kind of helps out with the Debo thing. But Debo is out this week. So
I like the 49ers, though. I just don't think the Rams are a good team at this point. I don't know. Can they turn it around? Will they turn it around? Maybe. But Stafford just looked bad, bro. And is Cooper Kupp playing? I remember he was out last game or he got hurt or something.
I don't even know.
Yeah. And you got the New York Giants, bro. That's like my surprise team this year. I don't think nobody saw the Giants playing as well as they played. But they're playing at Seattle, who's also division leading right now as well. So both teams have been a shock and been a surprise, man. Who you got, the Giants or Seattle?
I picked the underdogs, man. I'm going with the Giants.
The Seattle underdog. Got me, right?
No, well, I'm looking at the pick 'em. The Giants are
Oh, wow. Wow.
3 points.
Wow. Yeah, I think that
I'm
too.
sorry,
I like
5
the Giants.
for you.
What's the bet? The Green Bay Packers at the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo. I picked Buffalo.
Yeah, I think the Bills too much, too many points, go too easy. And Rodgers ain't got enough help. Lazard is out as well. So yeah. And then you got the Monday night game, man. You got Cincinnati Bengals at the New England Patriots.
uh, well, you said wait. Who
The
against
Bengals, the Bengals at the Patriots.
the against the Patriots? I'm gonna go with the Bengals, and but they play the Browns on Monday night.
Oh,
Bengals. So actually, I might go with the Patriots for Thursday night. Monday night, Bengals play the Browns, and I'm gonna go with the. I picked the Browns before. Yeah, I
oh,
picked the Browns.
you got the boys on there again. Oh wow. Okay, so my bad. Hold on. So the Monday night game is who?
The Bengals versus the Browns.
Um, oh, that's the Battle of Cleveland, huh? Battle of Ohio.
I'm gonna go with Cleveland, man, because the Bengals don't look that great, and Jamar Chase out for 4 to 6 weeks, fractured hip, torn labrum, something like that.
Yeah, but the Browns just ain't been good. I'm gonna ride with the Bengals on this.
Yeah, I mean the Bengals are picked heavily over the Browns, but I'm gonna pick the upset. Gotta have one or two in there for good luck.
We got it locked in then. Okay, and then Monday. Okay, oh Thursday night. That's what I was looking at. You got the Eagles at the Texans. I mean, really?
Woo! Can we get the Eagles for 1,000?
Right.
If I could put a million on a game to win 2 million, I'm putting a million.
Right. If they let the Texans beat the team and
That's the
give them
type of game
points,
that they would
yeah,
lose. That's
right.
a that's the type of game that the Eagles would lose. You be like how, and then they would come back down to earth and lose like three or four more.
Man, injuries can happen at any moment. Never know what can happen, man. We got to get these games on, man. Great show. Again, y'all, we back 3 o'clock, about 3:15, 3:30 right before the game. Come on, man. Come on in, watch the game with us. Me and KB, man, we get to watch it live together. Kind of do our own commentary on this thing.
Facts, 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 man. Y'all tune in, man. We'll be back later on. Be with us. We out.
Peace.